All right, 8:33, time for your TTO program this morning, and we welcome in Stacy Miller this morning. Good morning, Stacy.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am doing great, and you said you dressed festive today, and we're on the with the podcast. It shows, so
Yes,
yeah, you're in there. I'm in blue. I'm in Nighthawk blue because basketball tonight, but
Oh, who
yeah,
do they play?
we're in Mott Regent, Grant County Jaguars.
Oh
They're the
boy.
Jaguars now. So.
Oh, I can't keep track.
I
of it.
know there's a lot of stuff going on out there, but well, you're here. It's the holiday season, Stacy, and you're here to talk about a few things that have been going on and kind of explain some things.
Yeah, exactly. We are in the season of gift giving,
Yep.
and a lot of people are looking out, like looking at their family. Hey, what can we do for those in need? Because
Yep.
there's always people in need.
Yep.
So the United Methodist Church took on the project of the Gift of Love tree. Unfortunately, there was just circumstances that I couldn't control. It didn't get promoted as well as
Yep.
what probably should have happened. But there was only 13 requests, and all of those ornaments were done. So thank you.
Yep.
Or people took those ornaments and they went shopping. And to return those gifts to the Methodist Church next week, December 12th or 13th, 10 to 5.
Okay.
And then I just want to do a quick shout out to Susan Hansen. She contacted me and she has some sort of app where she knows businesses that are going out of business and she buys different things for like a penny or a nickel. So we were able, Jody Lefebvre and myself, we were able to go in there and we were able to almost kind of create in addition, like almost like little shoe boxes for some of the requests.
Yep.
Couldn't fill them all. Another thing I just wanted to talk about was Mother's Cupboard. And of course, I know Jody Lefebvre is involved in that,
Yep.
and Joy Lawford, and I think Kathy Yonner. But
Kathy Honor and Sue Habistro.
Okay.
They have 4 now.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. And I don't know if you've ever been in the back,
No.
but talk about what a wonderful, I don't know what you want to call it, outreach mission
Yeah.
for those in need. And so there's a lot of new things in there. And, if you are in need of outwear, and there's different ages, women's, men's, kids, whatever, boots, whatever, contact one of those. And if you want to be one of those people that donate, I would contact the Methodist Church because you can use talk to Jody. She'll tell you what to do.
Okay.
So that you can get that tax credit.
Okay.
And that's something that maybe some people didn't know that
Yep.
I could do that.
Okay. And also, if you are in need of stuff like that,
Yeah.
I know it's tough. It would be tough to, go up and say, "Hey, I need a coat."
Yeah.
So that a lot of it's confidential too.
That's right.
So if you know somebody that you think what their kids need coats, come in. Obviously, confidentiality. Only 1 or 2 people will know, and
Right.
I think the people involved and aren't going to be the ones blabbing around going,
No.
So that's the nice thing. And if you're in need, get a hold of even you or those 4 that we talked about, and just stop down and your kids need to be warm. You need to be warm. You see people walk around sometimes with just long sleeve shirts. I wear sweatshirts, but most of the time I'm fine. I just go from here to the car.
Right.
But
Exactly.
when you're traveling and stuff like that, you want to have that warm coat for your kids.
You want to have that.
And hat and gloves,
yeah.
too. They
And
also
that-
have those.
Yeah, that outdoor gear, put it that way.
Yeah.
I want to do it, the food pantry. And maybe you know more about the food pantry than I do. Do you know, if there's specific days and who to get a hold of?
Food pantry is now this month. It was the 4th, and now the 18th will be the next one.
Okay.
They call Doris at 567-2151 or Kathy 567-4519 and leave your name and number, and they'll get back to you. There's no deliveries, and if you do have, sometimes they want you to bring somebody with to carry the stuff out because sometimes those boxes get heavy. They have canned goods, they have
Yes.
meat sometimes, and
And I wanted to touch base on that because maybe people don't realize that. But it sounds like the Hettinger School, the public school, did this huge
yes, just a little bit ago.
fundraiser or, bring canned goods,
Yeah.
and it was just very successful. So again, it's another outreach within the community, and the community always steps up and delivers.
Yeah, and then that's another one too that I know a couple in town that, no, I'm not going to go up there. That's embarrassing. It's like, well, you know what, you need to eat.
That's right.
I mean, there should be nothing embarrassing about it. I mean, nowadays I think everybody's pretty good proportion of people are like, cutting things out because of inflation, because of all this stuff. And
Right.
yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
everybody's struggling. I mean, it's unfortunate
It is
where we're at. So
It is a reality.
Yeah.
And I think too, it's really hard to accept help sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think too,
Yeah.
you have to just let go of that pride.
Yep.
It's okay. Everybody needs help at different times in their lives, and
Yeah.
just be willing to accept it.
Yep,
And that
exactly.
is like almost like a blessing out of ashes.
Yep.
And you can be that next person in line because, hey, that helped me when I was in a time of need, and now I can help that person.
Yep,
So,
exactly.
the clothes closet,
I'm just gonna say, yeah, clothes closet next on the list. They're
next on the list.
yeah. We just had them on the other day, and they had a good chat with me on TTO, and yeah, between some, I mean, I think it's the first week of every month they are taking no donations because they get swarmed. I mean, it's not
do.
just you dropping off 2 bags. It's 50 people dropping off 2 bags,
Yes.
4 bags.
Exactly.
So it gets busy.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I wanted to touch base on what you guys are doing with
Yes.
the toy drive. Tell me about that.
All right, so it's the gift and toy drive, and I had called you immediately after,
Yes.
after I thought about it. I said, Stacy, I don't want to step on toes here.
And you didn't.
And there was, as we said, the 13 people in the Gift of Love tree used to go through social services where they had the paperwork, they had the connections, knowing who is in need, clients and all that. That went away, went to somebody else, and then to, I think, Better Life.
Yes.
And then to you guys. So we don't have the big connections of, okay, who needs stuff in this community.
Right.
So we're doing the gift and toy drive. Susan Hansen was also one, too, that called me up and said, come on over, just take a look. So we've got a bunch of stuff. We had somebody just donated 20 pounds of beef.
Oh, awesome.
So that's in the freezer over at the Peacock. So we'll take care of like adults, kids, infants. If you want to donate, just drop it off at the Peacock Mercantile. Everybody knows what's going on down there. If you have somebody that is in need that wants something, I've talked to Mr. Erickson. They have the backpack program up there.
Yes.
We may slip in gifts into those backpacks as
Oh,
well.
great idea.
We're going to touch the ABLE, Western Horizons Care Center, and the assisted living.
Yeah.
So those are your 4 main spots. But if you are kind of left out of the loop and, you have 3 kids and you're like, all you have to do is text me or Pam and just say, I have a 13-year-old female, a 10-year-old male, and a 8-year-old female, and we'll get you 3 gifts and you can pick them up.
Yeah.
It'll be that easy.
And I really think, too, I really like this. This has been a lot of different outreach missions.
Yeah.
And maybe next year we all work together.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
And, what can we do all together? And, hey,
Yeah.
all of this is available. And
Which it should be, yeah, because like you said, the Gift of Love tree has been awesome over the years. I mean, ever since I've been here, it's been here. And I mean, there's times you go in, they used to have one tree and it had like 60 ornaments on it.
Yeah.
And then it went to 2 places, and then it got back to 1. And it's just something that, you just got to keep it going, and
right.
it's going to have its years. COVID obviously nailed a lot of us where, all right, let's stop doing that because of COVID.
Right.
We
right.
can't use that as an excuse anymore. Some people do, but we can't. I
Yeah.
mean, we got to move on. And I think all the stuff that's going on between, as you said, everything that you've mentioned this morning is perfect for December. And if anybody has any questions, contact Stacy, contact myself, or Pam Birch as well.
Yeah, and I have one more thing that I wanted to bring up. And it has to do with like KT Humble Hearts. And I did post this, and they're doing a free event, and it's finding hope to embrace the holidays.
Okay.
And so, because guess what? Holidays are around the corner.
Yeah.
And it's difficult.
Yep.
And when you're dealing with grief. But, how do I become intentional with that? And how do I, it's not like, oh, I'm not going to talk about that. You're going to make me cry or whatever.
Yep.
And so it's a free hour meeting. It looks like it's, I did sign up for it.
Is it online?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
online, so you'll get a Zoom link. You can just go to KT Humble Hearts, and it's on Tuesday, December 10th, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Central Time, so 5:30 to 6:30 God's time. That's
Okay.
what I call Mountain
There
Time.
you go, yes. We're in
And-
God's country, so why not have God's...
That's
yeah.
right. And I have signed up for it. And just so that you know, like the first year when Mitch had passed away, this is what we did.
Oh, okay.
And so, because it was September and then his birthday was October and then it's Thanksgiving and then it's
That's great,
December.
yeah.
And that's like how it is for everyone. It's, it's not just us.
Yep.
And so what we ended up doing is the first year we were all up at Grants in Bismarck. So everybody had to bring an M gift in memory of Mitch. It had to start with the letter
Oh,
M.
okay.
Matchbox, mince, meat, manwich, Mankala, whatever.
Yep.
And so they had to wrap them. And then I read a right left story with Frosty the Snowman. And it was just kind of nice to remember Mitch in that way.
Yep.
And I think too, like if you ever want to, like maybe you lost your spouse and hey, I want to light a candle for grandma and this was her favorite candy and everybody's going to take a piece of candy and tell a memory about grandma.
Oh, gotcha.
Just doing something.
Simple things like that,
Simple
yeah.
things
Yep.
to be intentional and create that space for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to touch that. Shout out to them too for
Yep.
doing this because it's another resource that is free and available to you also.
Yep, definitely. Okay.
Yeah,
So get a hold of, and I'm sure you've probably shared that on
I did.
Facebook. Okay.
I did put it on my Facebook account. Stacy Terry Miller. We're joined.
Yeah.
And
Stacy Terry Miller, but it's mostly Stacy.
yeah, exactly. Terry's
Yeah.
not on it.
Yeah, I've seen that a couple times. His spouse is like, I mentioned it to the guy that like, I'm on Facebook. I'm like, well, your name's on it. Your wife posts for you, so. But then I've had it the other way where the husband posts and the wife has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with Facebook.
Yeah.
So-
So thank you for giving me this
Yeah.
opportunity.
You bet.
We are in a fun season, a gift giving season, and it can be a difficult season too.
Yeah, I was just gonna figure out how to say that. It's a fun season, but it's also one that's at the peak of grief because that's when families and all that get together
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and you're gonna be missing
Loved ones.
some, yeah. So
Yeah. So thank you.
you bet. Thank you, Stacy, for coming in, and we appreciate it.
Yes.